Multiple car thefts near campus, mold causing issues for students in dorms, and R. Kelly speaks out for the first time. This is OU Nightly. Hello, thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm Antonides.
And I'm McKenzie Gladney. We begin today with breaking news of multiple reports of stolen cars and break-ins near OU's campus. Baylee Bates joins us live with the details. Baylee?
Alex and McKenzie, I am here south of OU's campus near the sorority and fraternity houses where multiple car break-ins and thefts were reported over the weekend. Norman police is investigating, but here's what we know right now. This is a photo from surveillance video in a sorority house parking lot. A car break-in victim says overnight Friday, March 1st, 3 men were spotted in the parking lot of her sorority house. The men were wearing hats and hoodies with backpacks. They tried every car in the lot until they came across one that was unlocked. Luckily, nothing valuable was taken, but some photos of the car's owner and her friends were taken. According to Norman police records, at least 4 cars were reported stolen in that same night in the South Creek area along College and Elm Streets. Sorority members say police let them know the cars stolen are connected to the break-ins and they are working several reports in that area. Now, the sorority members I talked to also told me that the detectives say that they are suspecting that these thieves are an Oklahoma City gang member and they are considered dangerous. That is all we know right now. Keep up with OU Nightly as the story develops. But for now, reporting in the South Creek area, I'm Baylee Bates.
Thank you, Baylee. A Morse high school student was arrested this morning after school officials found a loaded gun on campus. Police say the student was found in the bathroom after someone reported smelling marijuana. And school officials searched his backpack and they found the gun. He was immediately taken into custody and the school was not put on lockdown, but the student's identity has also not yet been released.
OU students are upset tonight, saying some dorm rooms are full of toxic mold. In December, the university acknowledged the concerns and started the cleanup process. Tori Johnson tells us how it's going.
Last semester, students living in the towers were plagued by mold in their dorms.
But they opened the vents and you could see it, it's in there. And I never thought of it to be that big of a deal until, we started actually getting sick.
4 different types of mold, including black mold, were found in the rooms.
It was just on like the windowsill and in the air conditioning and in the shower and bathroom kind of area.
Students experienced health issues. One student was even hospitalized and advised by her doctors to leave OU because she was diagnosed with severe mold poisoning. Some students' items were even damaged by the mold. The university offered students like Copeland the option to move elsewhere. He now lives in Headington College.
It's so much nicer, yeah. The community bathrooms are really clean. The rooms are always clean. The air conditioning is clean, which is, I think, the main factor.
In December, OU Housing and Food put out a statement acknowledging the mold in the air, saying it is no different than what is found naturally outside.
People don't get sick from what's naturally occurring outside, and obviously people are getting a different kind of sick inside here than any other place on campus.
OU Housing and Food did clean out each dorm during winter break, but Copeland told me the mold grew back a few weeks later before his move out. I reached out to OU Housing and Food Services to ask if complaints had persisted and if they had plans to find a solution to the continuing problem. They did not answer my emails or phone calls. Tori Johnson, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Tori. And some breaking news tonight. Grammy Award winner R. Kelly is back in jail this afternoon, and Sydney Baulier joins us now in the News Center with details.
Alex, the Associated Press is reporting that Kelly was taken back into custody after appearing at a child support hearing in Chicago today. This is just hours after an explosive interview in which the R&B star cried and ranted about being accused of sexual abuse.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man.
That was Kelly's interview with CBS This Morning's Gail King. The entire interview lasted over an hour. A spokesperson for the Cook County Sheriff's Office says it is not clear why Kelly was taken back into custody, whether it was related to the child support case or the sexual assault charges. The White House has recently rejected a demand from the House Oversight Committee to turn over security clearance documents for some of the president's advisors. The documents that are being requested are the security clearance procedures for some of the president's closest advisors, such as his daughter Ivanka Trump and son-in-law Jared Kushner. House Oversight Chairman Elijah Cummings says he will likely issue a subpoena if he does not receive the documents. The White House has said they have no comment on the matter. Following the second summit with North Korea and Vietnam, which ended with no deal being reached, satellite images released Tuesday show that North Korea has begun to rebuild parts of a long-range missile test facility. President Trump stated today that he would be very disappointed if true. The U.S. is now working to organize the next future talk with North Korea in hopes to reach a deal. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Sydney. I can't believe how sunny it was today. It's definitely warming up for sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there. Meteorologist Leah Hill is here with us right now. Leah, what's it look like outside?
It is simply gorgeous outside right now, sitting at 52 degrees here in Norman. But for our friends up there in Guyman, they're in the 70s right now. Now, if your car also looks anything like mine at the moment, it probably needs a wash. So Thursday and Friday, I'm giving you the green light to wash your car, and again on Sunday. But coming up, I'll be talking about the more warmer temperatures we'll be seeing ahead. I also have the timeline for the rain chances this weekend, and is spring here to stay? I'll let you guys know coming up later. Back to you.
Everyone knows dogs can bring comfort in times of stress, but one building on campus is taking this to the next level.
We'll have the story on Nielsen Hall's newest therapy dog.
Plus, we'll have a report on how communities are gearing up for tornado season.
Climate change is a hot topic in recent times, and rising carbon dioxide levels are contributing to the discussion. Kelsea Bickerstaff is here with more with the Earth Report.
Carbon dioxide levels on Earth are recorded to be the highest they have been in 800,000 years. Gases released from burning fossil fuels absorb solar energy, resulting in the greenhouse effect. According to National Geographic, the release of greenhouse gases affects Earth's climate and weather systems, causing extreme weather shifts, rising seas, and it shifts wildlife populations and habitats. To reduce greenhouse gas emissions, National Geographic recommends swapping the use of fossil fuels for renewable sources. And Jaden Smith is bringing a new water filtration system to Flint, Michigan. Smith was in Michigan over the weekend to launch his new company called the Water Box. The new system goes through 4 stages to reduce contamination in water like metals and bacteria. Waterbox is part of Smith's eco-friendly group called Just, put together by him and his father, Will Smith. Waterbox launched at First Trinity Missionary Baptist Church, where people can bring their water jugs to fill. The University of Oklahoma is hosting a water survey this weekend at the Duck Pond. The survey was originally scheduled for last weekend, but due to weather conditions, it was moved to this Saturday, March 9th from 11 a.m. to noon. The event is held for students to learn the history of the Duck Pond and the quality and biodiversity of the water. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you very much. Tornado season is commonly known as March through June, but as we have seen this year, tornadoes can form at any time. OU Nightly's Taylor Cox reports from the National Tornado Summit in Oklahoma City.
I'm at the Cox Convention Center in Oklahoma City, where over 700 people gathered to learn about how to stay safer, prepare for, and recover from a tornado.
Vendors and emergency managers discuss the best process for a community to recover after a natural disaster, such as a tornado or a hurricane.
A lot of different groups here, a lot of synergy, everybody here for the same reason, to help people respond, recover, and mitigate from those disasters from, tornadoes and severe weather.
Today is the last day of the 4-day conference. They wrapped up today with this message.
The disaster, during response, during recovery, it's important, and you're important in the process.
Taylor Cox, OU Nightly.
Residents in Alabama are continuing the cleanup after a devastating weekend.
We'll have an update on the EF4 damage and updated death toll.
Back to OU Nunley, we wanted to show you this image of the tornado which struck Alabama just this past Sunday. Absolutely devastating. And we do know that 23 people were killed, but 2 companies in Alabama have agreed to pay for all the funeral costs for the tornado victims. So here's an image that I found, and it shows the damage track of the tornado, 24 miles long. It was an EF4 tornado, one of the worst tornadoes we have seen in quite some time now. Taking it back here to Norman, quite a different story here. We are looking at sunny skies across the state, so very beautiful if you are outside right now. Look at that blue sky here in Norman, currently 10 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday. Quite the difference, but Guyman, they're sitting at 70 degrees right now. They are 32 degrees warmer than what they were at this time yesterday. Beautiful day, and this evening going to be pretty mild overall. Just going to be sitting in the 40s, dropping slowly 41 degrees by 12 a.m. Some slight clouds moving in as we go throughout the night. For our lows this evening, 35 is our low. Sitting about normal for this time of year for our lows tonight. Not all that bad and definitely not as cold as we have seen these past couple days. Now, tomorrow, even more beautiful than what we are seeing today, warming up to a high of 65 degrees. That is above average for this time of year. The winds, however, do pick up just a little bit for your day tomorrow. So we're seeing those temperatures sticking mainly in the 60s across the state, 70s in Elk City, Lawton, and down towards Ardmore as well. Now this is going to change as we go through the next couple of days. The next system comes through on Saturday, bringing some rain. Most of us are just going to be seeing some showers, but out towards the southeast, it is possible they will get some severe weather, mainly just hail and winds come this weekend. So here's the timeline for that. 9 p.m. Friday night to 9 a.m. Saturday. That is where the rain will be in western Oklahoma. It will reach central Oklahoma around 11 p.m. on Friday, and that will start to clear out later morning. So if you have any afternoon plans, you won't have to worry about those being ruined this weekend. All that rain will clear out, and then in the far eastern portion of the state, again, that rain is going to clear out by 10 a.m. So coming up for these next couple days, just simply beautiful. Honestly, this warmer weather, it sticks around. We've got those above average temperatures, sunny skies, and then Sunday, we get spring forward, daylight saving. Some slight rain chances coming up next week, however.
Oh, wow, it's going to be nice for this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Totally forgot about spring forward. It's going to be nice to have some extra daylight.
2 a.m. Sunday, be sure to set your clocks ahead 1 hour. We'll be losing some sleep.
It's okay, though. Thanks, Leah.
There's a 4-legged furry friend gracing the classrooms of Nielsen Hall. OU Nightly Sammy Steele caught up with the research associate and his pup, Togo.
Such a good boy.
Meet Togo, the Siberian Husky crossed Alaskan Malamute mix, who's bringing joy to students and faculty in the physics and astronomy department.
I used to just leave him at home, and then I started to feel bad for him and thought, well, maybe I could just bring him into the office every now and then.
Because of Togo, Christini's office has become a common stop for students and faculty at Nielsen Hall.
He's an emotional support dog, and he really provides a lot of comfort.
Togo.
To physicists, this tennis ball is just a geometrically spherical object. But to Togo, it just means catch. Come on. Yeah. Good boy.
He has regular daily visitors now who get actually quite angry when he's not here. He's like a welcome, unofficial addition to the department.
You can find Togo and his owner in room 143 of Nielsen Hall. His owner says he's always ready to play. Sammy Steele, OU Nightly.
And the Sooner men's basketball team picked up a huge resume-building win last night.
Christian Nunley joins us now. How are the chances looking for the tournament?
A lot better after last night. Our streak was ended at the LNC, and the Sooners are getting hot at the right time. I'll have all the details and more. Sports is straight ahead. Welcome back. If you didn't hear last night, the Sooners might have punched their ticket to the big dance. The Sooners toppled the Jayhawks in dominating fashion with a final score of 81-68, building a 22-point lead at one point. Kansas never had the lead. Doolittle lit up the scoreboard with 24 and 11, while Manick poured in 21 of his own. Oklahoma picked up its first double-digit win since 1990 over Kansas and denied Kansas of their first Big 12 title in 14 years. Oklahoma now has got the ball rolling at the right time, winning 4 of their last 5. Coach Kruger reiterated the guys came to play last night.
A huge win. Kansas set the bar for so many years, been outstanding, and a very good team again this year. So really happy for the guys, proud of them. I thought they opened the game sharp and moved the ball, made shots, made plays for each other.
And for the women, the result might not have been what they wanted, but they continue to show promise looking forward. At one point, the Sooners were down 21 late in the third quarter, but used a fourth quarter surge to bring their lead to 2, but could not capitalize. However, newly announced All Big 12 freshman Taylor Robertson knocked down 7 threes to break the freshman single-season three-point record. Also newly announced, second-team All Big 12 sophomore Anna Lanusa dropped 15 in the fourth quarter and 13 straight at one point to minimize the margin. The Sooners ended up falling to Texas Tech with a final score of 88-82. And spring football is almost underway. Lincoln Riley spoke with the media for the first time, and Chloe Sparks has the scoop. Chloe?
Last year, Lincoln Riley put Austin Kendall and transfer Kyler Murray in the battle to become OU's starting quarterback. They had tough expectations to live up to, filling in Heisman winner Baker Mayfield's shoes, but Kyler did it. He won the duel and did exactly as Baker did, won the Heisman. This year, OU has another transfer, Jalen Hurts, battling Tanner Mordecai, who is in the same position as Austin Kendall was. Today, Coach Riley spoke on this QP competition.
He's in a battle, and he knows that. Our team knows that. That's just part of how we're always going to do it here. So he and Tanner, I think, are both doing a nice job. You can feel them really pushing hard each and every day to get better. I know they're spending a lot of time up there on their own right now, working hard. But I mean, both these guys have great skill sets. I mean, they can both do everything you need to do to play the position well.
The battle begins tomorrow as the Sooners head into their first spring practice. Back to you, Christian.
Thank you, Chloe. And last night, the OKC Thunder picked up their 4th loss in their last 5 outings. Thanks to the Timberwolves, MVP candidate Paul George's return was spoiled. George put up 25, while Russell Westbrook put up 38 of his own, but it wasn't enough. Karl Anthony Towns asserted his dominance down low with 41 points and a win 131-120. And we have news out of Rhode Island. Yes, you heard that correctly. Rhode Island guards Fats Russell dropped 41 points in his hometown of Philadelphia against St. Joseph's. If you faintly remember, Fats had his way with OU in the NCAA tournament, so we've had our fair share of Fats.
Yeah, he torched us last year.
Yeah, he really did. Guys, throwing it back to what Chloe was talking about earlier, Coach Lincoln Riley said last year that Austin Kendall had a shot against Kyler Murray, but we saw what happened, and I think it's more of the same this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts has it on lock this year, but it should be an exciting season.
Yeah, Andy took Kyler Murray's number as well.
Could we see a three-peat for Heisman?
Could be.
Early predictions from McKenzie. I like it.
Right.
I like it.
All right, thanks, Christian.
Of course.
March 6th is a big day in the world of cookies.
We'll tell you what iconic cookie is celebrating its own national holiday next.
I'm Abbie Bennett at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Governor Kevin Stitt plans to audit Oklahoma's Medicaid enrollment plan. In his request, Stitt pointed out that states across the nation who completed Medicaid audits found significant savings. This audit would allow the most vulnerable in Oklahoma to feel safe and will permit Oklahoma to be transparent and efficient with taxpayer dollars. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, Fat Tuesday was yesterday, but if you're looking for another reason to indulge, we've got some good news for you. That's right, today is National Oreo Day.
That's right, America's most iconic cookie made its debut in 1912 in New York City, and since then, it has undergone a few minor name and recipe changes, but whether you like the original, golden, double stuff, we don't discriminate, just make sure to dunk it in a cold glass of milk when you do. And to celebrate National Oreo Day, I have Oreos for everyone all around.
Yes.
And Leah Hill has a weather fact for us while we enjoy these.
I do. I am in the mood for spring, so I have all the spring countdowns that you could possibly want. So spring forward, that is when you set your clocks forward an hour.
That is in 4 days. Spring break is in 10. First day of spring, 14, which I cannot wait for. And then finally, Easter, one of my favorite holidays, only 46 days away.
Oh, that's exciting. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and hopefully more warmer weather, no more cold.
We do, yes. A few rain chances next week, but overall, we're staying really warm, above average temperatures.
Awesome. Last week was brutal. Well, thanks, Leah. Thanks for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by Gaylord College at the University of Oklahoma.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night, live at 4:30.
Have a great evening.
Good night.